Jillian here. How's it going? I got my coffee, decaf Americano with cream and 1 raw sugar. Got my hair done today. When I received I did a little bit of self-care today. I did a deep conditioning hair treatment, and then had her style it afterwards. And then I ran to Apple Yarns because I had time to do it. And after that, I'm making a Musselboro hat for our neighbor. And this is Malabrigo. Oh, I want to say it's Malabrigo Ultimate Sock. Let me check the, pretty sure that's what it is. I check my receipt here. Yep, Malabrigo Ultimate Sock and Rowan Kid Silk Haze. You can't really see this. This is kind of a seafoam. Oops, there. Maybe if I hold it here. Seafoam green. Hello. Hey, Alicia. Just showing off the yarns that I got today for our neighbor Travis's Musselboro hat. So I'm going to hold the Malabrigo Ultimate Sock together with the Rowan Kid Silk Haze. And that is going to be gorgeous. His fiance that passed away, I don't know how long ago, before he moved here. Thank you. Her favorite color was seafoam green, and this is about as close to the seafoam that we could get. And then his favorite colors are Seahawk colors, just saying. This is a muted down of it, and I'm going to make it half and half. So, and like I said, while holding this with them both. So, anyway, that's what I did. And now I'm in the school lineup, and the one guy that is such a pill managed to beat me here today. So, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So, I spent a limited chunk of change, but Travis has been having a tough time. He's a nice guy. He means well, too. Ooh, 25 people here and 1 thumbs up. If y'all give a thumbs up, that'd be great. I appreciate it because that will push me out to more people. So anyway, I told her I wanted a Marilyn Monroe-esque type hairstyle, and she did very well. I'm very happy with it. So I'm still working on the brim of the Harlow. I don't know if any of you have looked at that or not. Oh, I did inquire today about a class for this. No go at Apple Yarns. So, because no one there really knows brioche very well. Okay, we're done with him. So, what was I going to say? So I'm going to check with Northwest Yarns and see if they might have somebody, because I would really rather, oh, thank you for the hearts. I would really rather have an in-person class. Hello, Hector. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm going to see if Northwest Yarns has availability. And if they don't, then I'll check with Spin Cycle Yarns. If they don't, I am not giving up on this pattern. I am not giving up on it. I don't let patterns kick my behind. And I really believe it's just a thing that I don't have the knowledge that I need. So, last resort with it. Aww. Thank you, Hector. Last resort with that is going to be, I'm going to be picking the pattern apart myself and writing it out line by line. And I'll take each technique. Oh, somebody else said hi. Check me. I can't see. Hang on. Oh, Journey. Sorry about that, Journey. Oh, my goodness. We'll just forget I said that, okay? And Chrissy? Chrissy? No, that's not my sissy. Wait a minute. Is that my sister sneaking in here? Chrissy Max Place? Is that? You better fess up right now if it is. Because I will start the whole I love you more game. And everybody can see how you cheat every time. Journey, I like that name. That's cool. Show me your granny. I'll show you granny baggies, all right? Show you right out the door. There we go. We're done. Yes, you're welcome, Journey. So anyway, I'm doing the Harlow. If you want to look it up, it is the Harlow. Yeah, it's just plain Harlow for the name. I have it in the description of yesterday's live in the description box. What? Are you for real? Oh my gosh, my sissy Chrissy. I love you. I love you so much. That's my sis. She's 11 years older than me. I love her. She's my sissy mama. Aren't ya? Or my mama sissy. It's interchangeable. You guys, she's the best. Seriously. I love my sister so much. I'm very, very blessed. Oh, you're not her? Oh, dang. The way you said hi back was so my sister. That's funny. Well, hi anyway. Let's see, where am I? Where am I? I should be on this one. Okay. So I'm on the, I'll call it the hat. It's not really a brim because it's not separate. Anyway, I'm still on the bottom part of it. Oh, I was going to measure it. There we go. That's what I was going to do first today. That's why I put the tape measure in here. So anyway, I'm doing this one. It's the Harlow by Andrea Mowry. It's on Ravelry. It is a great pattern. In fact, I have all of her, no, it's okay. Don't be sorry. I have all of the, I believe I have all of the Harlow hat patterns. I'm not positive. If I'm missing one, I will have it. I love the Harlow hat. It is wonderful. She has this one, which is a fingering weight version, which I am using. They say it's DK, but I call it more of a sport weight. And this really is not how you're supposed to measure, but that's how I'm measuring right now. Okay, we've got about 1.5 inches so far. It looks more like 2 inches. It seriously does. Try this another way. Bear with me. You land flat, which is what I'm going to do. And then, oh, I know what else I'm doing wrong. I just learned this recently. Okay, so we want it on the cables and we want to spread it apart because that's how it's going to be. There we go. Not stretching it, but spreading it apart. Because It is a stretchy stitch. Very elasticy. 1 3/4 inches. Okay, there we go. So I am supposed to knit this until on this size needle, the size 2 needles, until it is 3 inches in length. Okay, let me grab my stitch marker again. And yes, you'll see that I have 2 stitch markers. That's in case I lose this one. Oh, thank you. I have purple ones just like that. Do you, Alicia? I love purple too. Hi, Journey. Okay, so we're going to bring our yarn here. And this is just simple brioche. So this is a round 1. There are 2 rounds, but they're counted 1A and 1B. Okay. So that's cool. So you're going to slip with your yarn in front. You're going to slip the first stitch, zip to purl. You're going to keep this yarn here. Then you're going to knit this here, this one here, and this one here. This is called bark or brioche knit. So you grab both of those just like that. See how they're both on there? Bring this over here, just yarn over and knit normal. And you're going to bring your yarn back here. You know what? I'm going to put y'all over here. I'm going to put y'all. Aw, thank you, Journey. Let's do it this way so you can see it better. Okay. So now we're back. We're going to slip, because that's the first thing you do with the yarn in front. You're going to keep your yarn in front. You're going to insert your needle into the actual stitch and its shawl. This is what we call the shawl. It goes around it, and you're going to yarn over and knit. So it's basically like knitting 2 together. It's just one is not a stitch, one is a shawl. So you're going to slip again as if to purl with your yarn in front. You're going to catch the stitch and its shawl. You're going to knit the 2 together. And that's all there is to it until you get all the way around. The biggest thing to remember in brioche is to move your yarn to the right position. Because if you don't, oh, no one's here. Lovely. Oh, well, that's okay. They will be back. I have to go to my unit. Okay, bye, Chrissy. The biggest thing, the most important thing is to be conscious of where your yarn is. You always want it in the right position. So you almost put it back there too. And then that would have ceased to be a yarn over. The yarn overs in knits are very easy because you just keep the yarn there and it automatically makes a yarn over because you're not moving your yarn to the back again. However, you got to remember to bring it back to the front when you go to do that slipped stitch. But after a while, it becomes muscle memory, and you can actually do this. I've made so many of these Harlows. I made the Harlow Plump. I don't even know how many times I made it. You can see that on my Ravelry project page, how many times I've made the Harlow. Plumped Up Harlow is what it's called. I've made the Harlow Flip. I've made the regular Harlow, which is this one. Actually, I think this is the first, no, this is my first regular Harlow. I say regular Harlow because it's done with fingering weight. There's nothing fancy about it, other than it being brioche. So, hey, Jaden, I'm good. How are you? I think I've seen you before. Yes, I've seen you in here before. It's been a while. How have you been? At least it's not near as windy as it was yesterday here. Oh my goodness. It was crazy windy. It was crazy windy. In fact, it was supposed to stop by 6 o'clock and it didn't stop until, oh gosh, I don't know. After 8, I got home around 6 yesterday from work, and stuff was hitting our place like you would not believe. Fir cones, or evergreen cones, I should say. It was nuts. Branches, small branches, but still branches, twigs, you name it, it was hitting it. It was like, holy crap. But yeah, finally about 8:30-ish, it calmed down quite a bit. We weren't having those big gusts that we were having. So what are y'all up to? Oh, did you? What are you up to? Is that Alicia? It looks like Alicia. What are you up to today, Alicia? I told you what I did. Your turn. I really should have done Marilyn Monroe makeup too. My eyeshadow. The rest of it is, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do Marilyn Monroe eyeshadow tomorrow. I do love that look. She was a beautiful woman, beauty icon. I didn't realize that she passed away in 1962. She was gone before I was even born. I feel such a connection with her. I don't know why. So maybe I met her in heaven before I was conceived. You never know. I like to think that's what it is anyway. She was beautiful. I still haven't found just quite the right red lipstick, though. Still on the search. Because I like that glassy, shiny look, and which is easily achieved with a clear gloss. That being said, it still needs to be the right red. We're in tornado season. Yeah, today is my anniversary of Tennessee. Oh, congratulations. Happy anniversary. Yeah, we'll be 32 years next month on the 15th. I can't believe it. And that's just marriage. That's legally married. Put it that way. My sister will tell you we've been married from the day we got together, but legally speaking, and Tennessee now 4 years as well on the 25th. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, dang it. Not time to do that yet. Oh, I started to talk about rows and the way you count them in brioche. So there's 2 rows, but you count them 1A and 1B. So when your counter says that you have, in this instance, 10, You actually have 20. And whatever rows came before that. So, split. And then, now that I got this started, oops, put this over this. He met me at the airport with my stepdad. Oh, nice. Okay, so this one is... Okay, so... All right, so on the pearl one, what you do is... Again, you go into the stitch and with the shawl around it there, purl them together. Then you slip this one, keeping your yarn in front, slip that one, and then around it you go. And then you just purl again those two together, slip, yarn over, purl those two together, the stitch and the shawl. And you just do that all the way around. It's that easy. Brioche is not that difficult until you get into terms that you don't know what they are. And I may have to just make up my own class and teach myself. I may have to do that, but that's okay. I can do that too. Not a big deal. Be less expensive in the long run. And then when you get to the last stitch, I'll show you what we do there. Because the last stitch is a slip with the yarn over. And typically, you bring your yarn to the back again, but this time you leave it in the front. But I'll show you that when we get closer. So were you going to stay with your stepdad? Or, I mean, how did that come to be that he met you at the airport with your stepdad? I am just curious. I need to get my thread and my, I need to get my thread and my fabric together for my friend's picture. I'm going to be cross-stitching her. Also, I need to get on that. So many projects, so little time. Yeah, we also had this really freak strange thunderstorm yesterday, too. There was absolutely zero rain with it. There was a lightning show elsewhere. I don't think we had the lightning. I didn't see any flashes of lightning. But that thunder was the strangest thunder I have heard in my entire life, actually, when I stop and think about it. No, I'm not Martha Stewart. I don't claim to be that domestic of a goddess, believe me. or that goddessy of a domestic goddess. She's amazing. Love Martha Stewart. Thank you for the compliment, though. That's amazing. That's one of the best compliments I've ever received. Let me see who that was that asked that. Now I am back at Tennessee House. They made a cabin for us. Oh, nice. A wise man once said, the wow. I don't know what's wrong with your screen. Safe to say I don't have a whole lot of wrinkles. I don't know what you're seeing. I do have a few fine lines, which, like a fine wine, just makes it that much finer. And if you think you're going to offend me, you're sorely mistaken, Mr. Concrete, whatever you are, whoever you are. Good Lord. Oh, my goodness. Like I said in my tickety talkety clockety clickety clock video this morning, and it never ceases to amaze me what people say to complete strangers online. It's so sad to see so many miserable people in the world. Because they only talk that way to others because they're miserable, and misery loves company. So I guess they figure, I don't know, I'm just thinking that they figure if they make other people miserable, they'll feel better because they'll have company, or they want other people to feel as miserable as they do because they're so compounded miserable. I don't know which it is. And they don't care if they have the company or not. They just want to make people feel miserable. Very sad. Very sad for them. Oh, let's see what words of wisdom he has to say now. After I get this row done. See, it's hard to fight with somebody when they don't want to fight back, you know, when they don't rise to the bait. Oh, I was going to show you that. Okay, so here we are on the last. Okay, I can do this here. Let me just double check. Okay, so I'll read your silly comment here in a moment. I'm not in a big hurry. So here's the last purl here. And you keep your yarn in front. You slip this last stitch. You yarn over and you leave it at the front. And that is row 11B. So now I can click my clicker up to 11. There we go. And then we bring this to the front. And now we bring this over here and we put this one over here. That's how I do it. And then I start the next round, which is going to be slip. And then it's going to be knit. And there we go. There's our yarn over right there. I'm going to bring it to the front. I'm going to slip. And then we're going to knit. I'm going to bring it to the front. I'm going to slip it purlwise. And we're going to knit those two together again. And that's all we do. All the way around. Now let's see what Mr. Sillyhead has to say here. Oh, I guess he's done. I guess he didn't say anything after that. Okay, cool. Shoot. Okay, you're there. Good, good, good. Sorry about that. My hand slipped. Now, I have to be very careful I do not normally allow drink or food, even my own, around my knitting or crochet or anything that I'm working on. So I have to be super careful here. Today, I went to try to kill time. I went and I got a Americano, decaf Americano, that is. And I still had to kill a little bit of time. And that was after I went to Apple Yarns even. So, and got the pretty yarn for Travis's muscle hat. It'll be fun to cast on. I haven't knit a muscle burrow for a bit. It's been a little while. So it'll be fun. And that one I start on DPNs, and then I move it to Magic Loop until I get to a certain point on the other end of the decreases, and then I put it back on DPNs. So you will see a couple of techniques being used on that one. And that is a great car project, the muscle burrow. It is a wonderfully portable project. I love it. I have to get this one done first. That's what I told myself. Tonight I need to, I'm going to go back. I don't need to, but I'm going to go back to the baby blanket. I still have those same 9, 10, whatever, 10 rows to do that I did earlier this week, because I haven't touched it since. So that's where we are on that project. I'm on row 91. No, not 91. I'm on row 81. And I'm going to row 90 with the gray, or through row 90 up to row 91 with the gray, and then I'm going to put the peach color and stitch with that for a while. I don't know if I'm going to make it a thicker. I might make it a thicker stripe or wider stripe, whatever you want to call it. I might. I guess it would be wider, wouldn't it? Because it's, well, row 90 is the halfway point. I don't know. I still have to figure it out. I wrote out what I thought originally, and then I've been thinking about it. And I think, well, maybe I want a wider, but maybe I don't. Maybe I should have started that a bit ago. I don't know. I'm just going to play around with it and have fun. It'll be fine. Jazzy will love it no matter what. That much I do know. And that one is the Bar Stitch Blanket by Love Life Yarn, Amanda Saladin, who resides around the Nashville, Tennessee area. And she has, oh shoot. All right, I have to fix something here a minute. Okay, there. Did I get it? I had split that yarn, even though I've been very careful at not doing that. I mean, I have been super careful. I've not been knitting at my usual speed, just because I want to make sure I catch all the strands and every bit of every strand. I'm glad I saw that, though. And I was able to fix it, so that's a good thing. Okay. And now, just, come on. There we go. Okay, hold on to that with the thumb. There we go. That's another little trick I learned too. But that one's kind of hard to show in the car. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, it is. Oh, wow. 210. And now it's time to purl again. And you keep the yarn in the front, and then you yarn over. You don't yarn over before you slip the stitch. If you do that, it's not going to look right. So you slip the stitch and then you yarn over. And then you purl that next stitch with the shawl. Some people call it the necktie. I call it the shawl. And that, the slipping of the stitch and the yarning over is what creates, I'll show you what I'm done here in a minute, is what creates this one right here. Can you see that? And then the knitting or purling two together is what creates this valley right here. And that's also what makes it reversible. Those two combinations put together. And I don't claim to be an expert. I am certainly not. Not when it comes to brioche. I am a master level knitter. Yet I have my limitations and I know what they are, and I freely and wholeheartedly admit them. It's one thing I don't believe in is pretending you're something you aren't. One, it's too easy to get caught and end up with egg on your face. Yep. Yep and yep. There's a certain person online. She will remain nameless. And she's busy recently taking credit where credit is not due. It does not involve me. It involves someone that I think highly of and respect 100%. And we are good friends with one another. However, even if it was someone that I barely knew or didn't know at all, and someone was taking credit where credit is not due, I would still feel just as offended for them. And a bit violated, to be truthful. Because shame on you for taking credit for something that you didn't come up with. And another friend who has now sadly become more of an acquaintance. What is that? Oh, okay. Has joined up with this other person and is taking everything they say at face value, and it just, in some ways it's scary to see, and in other ways it's frustrating to see. I'm just sitting back and I'm waiting for the walls to come tumbling down, because they will, because the person that's busy taking credit where credit is not due is known for that behavior. And it's going to be very upsetting to my friend that is involved with her, because she's a very tender-hearted, gentle person. And I've already warned her previous, and she has continued on down the road. So it's time to just sit back and watch the chips fall when they fall. And she's had plenty of warning. Not just from me, I mean plenty of warning, period, from other people that have experienced this person's behavior in the past. I'm sorry, a leopard does not change its spots, you know? Hey, Genesee. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Getting anxious for that baby. 42 days. That's pretty fun. Oh, itchy nose. So, yeah, that was interesting this morning when I saw that. Yet again, there she is, taking credit for something that she had not, well, she might have had something to do with it, but she certainly didn't publicize it before that. So don't be taking credit for something that someone else has publicized 2 years ago. Only nasty people do that kind of thing. Yes, indeedio. Oh, pardon me while I itch my nose. God. Oh, 'tis the season. Spring is spring in here, that's for sure. Ooh, now I've got 12. So that was 1 3/4 before at 10. I'm going to say this is 2 inches now. So I'm going to get this one started here. And then I'm going to measure again just to see where we are, and then I can gauge about what round it's going to be on. This one, we want to scooch it down. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on. I want my tape measure. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay. So I'll pull this out to about here. Then I'm going to spread it here. I'll bring it down here. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's going. Oh, good. Better to be going than not at all. The alternative sucks. Well, depending on your destination. Okay. Oh, gosh. That is so pretty. Oh, I've got to show you guys. See if I can. See if I can. Can you see that? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Is it? Oh, gosh. Right in there. I am loving it. It's so pretty, if I may say so myself. Okay. So I am going to measure this now. From there to there. 2 inches. What did I tell you? Okay. So that's 12. So 12. Stop and think. 12. Okay, so it should be 6. So 18. Okay. Should be 18, and then I'll have 3 inches. It's better than I could ever do. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It just takes practice. It just takes practice is all it is. My very first brioche was, I mean, compared to what my brioche looks like now, is garbage. Garbage, I tell you. But that was my very first brooch project. And I got rave compliments on it too. But now, looking at what I do now with brioche, but then again, my overall knitting has improved because it's just that many more years since I've been knitting. So the main thing is you got to do it every day. You can't just sit back and expect yourself to get better at something if you don't do at least 15 minutes on it, on the craft every day. If I don't get 15 minutes of, at least 15 minutes of knitting worth in my day, I am, or crochet, I am an unhappy camper. I get cranky, grumpy. Yep, I do. Yeah, knitting is challenging for a lot of people. It was because you've got your 2 needles, you've got yarn you have to pay attention to and manage. So with crochet, you just have one hook, one needle, right? One hook, one needle, one hook, one yarn, at least starting out. Then again, you have to manipulate that hook to create stitches also. So they each have their challenges. I took right to crochet, so when I was 8. So I didn't have any trouble. And it didn't take me long to get the hang of knitting when my auntie, my godmother, Auntie Margie, taught me. In fact, I know I made 3 hats for sure that summer. I'm not sure. I don't remember finishing the scarf. And I've never been a real big scarf fan as far as making them. And crocheting them, it's okay. I've never been a knit. Not a big fan of knitted scarves. And I don't know why. I love to wear them. I don't know why I don't particularly care to knit them. And I've designed scarves. In fact, I designed a knit owl scarf. And it turned out really good. I should have kept that one. Oh, no, I donated it to an auction. That's right. To a benefit auction. By the what? They graded my pot holder by the shape that it was. It was more of an oblong shape, not square. I guess see on the project. Huh. They should have helped you with it. Obviously, they didn't teach you how to make a square very well. That's what I say to that. Was that in Oregon? It wouldn't surprise me if you say yes. So I'm excited that I've only got, let's see, 06. Let's see. Oh, now I have to stop and think. So I'm talking to myself. Still, what? I don't know what that says. Enjoyed doing it. I was trying to do a blanket, but those are hard to do. Oh, that. I don't find blankets hard. They do take a while. That I will give you. They're not. Depends on the pattern on if it's difficult or not. That's why I love Ravelry too, is it'll give you the difficulty rating. Sometimes they will lead you astray though. But then again, you are talking to someone who, when she returned to knitting, decided to make an afghan for one of her children that was knit with by holding 3 strands of the yarn worsted weight together. Yeah, 3 strands. You heard me right. And on top of that, there was color changing involved. And there was also color changing within the color changing, if that makes any sense to you. So sometimes you would hold a strand of A and B, 2 A's and 1 B together for a marled look. I learned what? Oh, freehand? See, now that's one thing I've not done. Taught on how to read a pattern. Really? Yeah, my charter school in where? Oh, Amity, Oregon. Okay. Yeah, I've not learned freehand crochet. I think it's beautiful. I will say that about it. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Yeah, they should have been teaching you how to read a pattern. That's just ridiculous. If they're going to teach crochet, they need to teach crochet. And part of crochet is learning how and knowing how to read a pattern. So that's just dumb. Okay, I am going to stop here because, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So I am on the second half of round 13. If I didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Okay, so the way I do this to keep track is put whatever color I'm knitting with on the top of the project, like this. And then, oh, I hear my Duncan. Then I put the one that I'm not working with this round, I put it underneath like that. It just helps me know in case I look at it and go, where am I again? What am I doing? So, all right, I'm going to put this new yarn in here. And okay, we're good on that. Put this in here where it belongs. Hopefully, I will be able to finish the brim or whatever you want to call it while the boys do their chores. Because it usually takes them at least a half an hour. Roll my seat up here. Okay. All right. It's time for me to get off here and get ready for my boys. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Not sure if it'll be tomorrow. If it will be tomorrow, it will be at 11:30-ish. So, Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Oh, what does that say? Oh, thank you. I hope the same for you as well.